Time for checking in on the waiver wire for Week 8, presented by Snickers. Rookie mistake, maybe you just need a Snickers. We're getting a look at FFT's top 5 players to add. Cade Otton, we know the tight end position has been really rough this season. He is rostered in 40% of leagues. Tyler Lockett, also Tua making the list, who has been on the IR for the last 4 weeks, expecting him to come back and play. If he does clear concussion protocol and all goes well, he'll be playing on Sunday against the Cardinals. We have our fantasy experts, Jamie Eisenberg and Dave Richard, to walk us through the Week 8 waiver wire. Gentlemen, we know when we listen to you, we tend to win our fantasy league. So tell us what's up for the waiver wire for Week 8.
It's a bad week for wide receivers, Jacqueline. It's a tough week for the Buccaneers, losing Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. Hopefully Evans is back soon, but the Godwin injury is going to be tough for a lot of fantasy managers to overcome. You have Brandon Ayuk out with his knee injury. He's going to miss the remainder of the season. DK Metcalf's dealing with a knee injury. It's just a bad spot right now for the wide receivers. Thankfully, no team's on a bye, but there are some wide receiver holes that you have to fill on your roster. Let's take a look at some of the priorities that we're looking at here at the players you want to add. And Jauan Jennings seems like the most obvious add if, in fact, we're not going to have Ayuk for the rest of the season, and potentially Deebo Samuel. We don't know when he's going to return, dealing with pneumonia. He's got fluid in his lungs. Hopefully he can play in Week 8, but they do have a bye in Week 9, so we may not see Deebo Samuel for this week and then for next week. So Jennings has an opportunity to step up and play a bigger role. Jalen McMillan helping the Bucs in their situation. Sterling Shepard could also be someone you want to look at. Tyler Lockett is replacing DK Metcalf potentially. He's week to week, which in the NFL these days means he's playing the following week, but we'll have to see what happens and how long Metcalf is out. Demario Douglas, Jalen Tolbert, these guys have put up good numbers of late, and Dontavian Wicks, part of that very crowded but also very successful Packers wide receiver core. You see the rest of the names here, and you can read them all in the column on CBSSports.com. So let's talk about the 49ers, because it's not just Ayuk, who we know is lost for the season. You got Deebo Samuel, had to go to the hospital Sunday night. George Kittle's also dealing with a foot injury, and there is no Christian McCaffrey to help